Mm. Yo. What is this? I got the hat on this morning. It's a bad hair day. If you guys are wondering why I had the hat on, this is why. How tall are you? I'm like almost 6 foot. It's been too long. I know. I've been all over the place. And I'm going on another vacation in 10 days. But I should be able to bring my stuff there. I've been all over. Like, I was at the beach 2 weeks straight. I was at Lavalette, New Jersey. Then I was at Beach Haven, New Jersey for 2 weeks. Next week I'm going to Illinois. I think later this month I'm going to Miami. I've been all over the place, but I'm back. Bro, you thought I quit? Nah, I never quit. I should have put a post out, let you guys know. Tough, I went to Stanford, that's sick. I've always wanted to go there. I don't go on many vacations. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm going on vacation after vacation, but like I've never gone on vacations like this. I've never been on, because usually I have basketball, but like I don't know about basketball right now, so I'm like taking a lot of time off. Back to the USA soon. I saw a Chase Center. Nice. Is the Chase Center just the Oracle Arena renamed? You heard LeBron suing an AI company? I did not. Oh no, the Oracle Arena in Oakland is now known as the Oakland Arena. The Warriors moved to the Chase Center. Interesting. Oh, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Talking everything NBA. If you guys are new, it's been a while since I've been live. Honestly, I think the hat has to go back on. It's been a while since I've been live, but I'm back. And yeah, we're chatting everything. If you're new, subscribe. I'm posting, going live as much as I can, whatever I can do. We're building something here. I would very much appreciate a like on the stream as well. I would. What's going on, Nuggets fan? I look-y think Giannis isn't staying in Milwaukee. He'll stay for one more year. Do you think Giannis is switching teams? No. I don't think Giannis is going to switch teams. I think if this year goes how I think it will, and if they're in, like, the play-in, then I could see him requesting a trade. But not now. A year down the line, maybe. Jeez. Do you have any plans for college down the line? Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday. I was visiting Fairfield College. That's where I was yesterday. I got home Saturday. Sunday, I was out all day. Monday morning, I went to go look at Fairfield, and I was doing that all day. I was over there in Connecticut. Got back late last night. Crashed. What do you think about the Hornets winning the Summer League? It's the Hornets' first trophy. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of significance. I mean, I liked their draft, but I don't think that Summer League, winning a championship in Summer League means much. And I mean, I know it doesn't mean much. I have Christian Brown winning Most Improved Player. I don't think he's going to get much better than what he was last year. I mean, in terms of the numbers, I could see him being more efficient, but in terms of the numbers, I can't see him taking another step up like he did this year. I think he did as much as he could. What's BSU? Is that Boise State? Ball State? I might be going to Ball State. If you mean Ball State, I might be going to Ball State. What's Bridgewater State University? Oh, do you mean Ball State? Oh, Boise State. Okay. Where even is Boise State? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Be sure to like the stream. We got 21 people in here, 3 likes on the stream. Come on now. Where is Boise State? Oh, it's in Boise, Idaho. Where's everyone at? I don't know. I mean, it's been a while. I'm not expecting to come back to a long stream. It's been a while, so it's all right. Go Broncos. Boise, Idaho. Yeah, I figured. W stream. What's up, Ian? I think because you didn't keep the consistent grind, not as many people finna come back right now. I mean, I've been away. Yesterday I was torn at college. It's like kind of out of my control. It's whatever. People will come back. I wouldn't mind going to Boise State. Boise State looks fine. Boise Broncos, orange and blue. Yeah, Nuggets fan. He means like Boise State Broncos. He doesn't mean Denver Broncos. What should I make a video on today? So happy? Why are you so happy? I might make a video on Ben Simmons. What's up, Josiah? Yeah, I'm back. Let's see. Let's look at my list of ideas. Houston Rockets are going to win the NBA championship. I can't see them getting past the Thunder. I don't even know if I can see the Rockets being above the Nuggets. I'm kind of like here and here on both those teams. I think it's going to be OKC anyway, so. Do you know about Malik Beasley's status currently? Do I know more than the average person? No, but do I know the basics? Yeah. He's just being investigated. We don't know anything more than that right now, and I don't think we will know anything more than that for a little bit of time. The San Antonio Spurs re-signed De'Aaron Fox to a veteran contract extension. Yeah. I don't love that because you're getting a guy for $57 million a year. 57, 59, 55, somewhere around that range of nearly $60 million a year. Guy, he probably won't be an all-star. I feel like you can't hand out money like that to a guy that's not going to be an all-star. I thought more around 40, 45 would be where he would get the extension at. Nearly 60 is crazy. Nearly 60 is a lot. The Spurs will probably trade Fox. It's going to be hard to get off that money. De'Aaron Fox is really good. But $60 million, I don't know if he's that good. Like, let's look at the numbers from last year. 20 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. And he was a lot better in Sacramento, and maybe it just took some gelling in San Antonio that he'll get next year. But I don't know. It's not looking to me like it was worth this whole $60 million. And I think I forgot his name. Kevin O'Connor said the same thing. How was your vacation? My vacation was good. It's long. I was at the beach for pretty much 2 weeks straight. It was good though. Now that I see it, you got super baggy eyes, and I said that's a baggy eye man myself. Yeah, my eyes are baggy. Because I'm tired and I haven't showered yet. I just woke up and I didn't shower. Here he is, Kevin O'Connor. He says, I don't love this for the Spurs. Fox is not a max-level point guard on any team, and in San Antonio, he's overlapping skills with Castle and Harper. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. He does have overlapping skills with Castle and Harper. And the New York Knicks re-signed Mikal Bridges. That's good for them. What are they getting for? $38 a year? $38 a year, I think. It was, 37.5 a year. I don't mind that at all. I mean, they're not in the Eastern Conference Finals without Mikal Bridges last year. Like, that's how good he was at times in that Boston series. Like, they don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals if the Knicks don't have Mikal Bridges, and he's not making those stops on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to win you Game 1 and Game 2. Like, that series would have been over if he didn't have those 2 stops to finish off Game 1 and Game 2. So, I like it for New York. Trying to keep that core together. It's a decently young core. It's guys that are all entering their prime. Another thing to keep in mind is that last year was a gel year for that entire New York Knicks team. It was their first year with that core, really, with Mikal, Cat, OG, Brunson, Hart. Mitch was healthy. Deuce is getting better. It was their first year, like, with that new core and just getting used to that, and it was a gel year. Next year, I expect big things from New York. I expect them to be a 1 seed. I expect them to at least be in the Eastern Conference Finals. If the Knicks get bounced in the second round by a Cleveland or an Atlanta or a... Sorry, my house started shaking. I don't know if that was another mini earthquake. Or an Orlando or Philly, Detroit. Any of those teams bouncing New York in the second round, that's a disappointment. That's how I'm thinking about it. What's up, JD? Best rookie? Cooper Flag, but I mean, if you're asking who could win be dark horse rookie of the year, I think a guy like Ace Bailey in Utah, because he'll get a lot of opportunity. A guy like Trey Johnson in Washington, he could win it because he's gonna get a lot of opportunity as well. Rookie of the year is a lot of opportunity, but who is the best rookie? In my opinion, it's Cooper Flag. I don't think there's really a way that you can get off that option. As I was saying, Dylan Harper could be a dark horse rookie of the year. I just don't see it. Because you have Fox, you have Castle. It's just going to be tough for him to get a lot of touches to a point where he can win rookie of the year. He could have a good season, but to a point where he can win rookie of the year, I don't think so. VJ Edgecombe, he's another guy that's kind of in a weird position because you got guys like Grimes, assuming they bring him back, guys like McCain, guys like Maxey. Those guys are all ahead of him. So he'll probably be coming off the bench. Either that or they'll do Grimes or him at the 3. That's tough. You don't want to be that small, especially in today's NBA. So it's tough. I feel like it's going to be tough for him to get a lot of opportunity. I'm not saying he'll have a bad season by any means, but it's tough to win rookie of the year when you're not getting the opportunity that other guys are, like Ace Bailey in Utah. Ace Bailey's... I mean, you got to think about it. Utah lost Jordan Clarkson. They lost John Collins. Those guys were putting up a lot of shots for them. So that's I want to say at least 50% of their shots are gone. So, and now Ace Bailey's coming in and he's going to just have the full green light over there. Who's better, Tyrese Haliburton or James Harden? At this point in time, Tyrese Haliburton. Video on who had the best rookie season of all time? I could. But then do I do the cop-out answer and just say Wilt? Or do I do a LeBron? Best player in the NBA right now? Best player in the NBA right now is Nikola Jokic. JD, it's Anthony Edwards. What do you mean? Bet for the best rookie. Embiid, what about Embiid? I love you. I love you too, Jackson. Thank you. I don't think with Mikal Bridges, he doesn't miss games. That's another thing that makes the re-signing worth it for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges is one of the most available players ever. Like he's played 556 straight basketball games, and that's not including the playoffs. At least last season, it's not including the playoffs. That's insane. Playing at least 36 minutes a game, usually higher. That's insane. Andrew Nemar will be an all-star next season. I don't think all-star, but I think he could be most improved. I could see him averaging like 16, 17, and 6 while being a great point of attack defender. The great point of attack defender that he already is. Look at this quote from Peyton Pritchard. We're definitely trying to be a playoff team. We're trying to win a championship. Peyton Pritchard on the Boston Celtics. I don't know. I guess he has to say that. Anthony Edwards is better than Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, he is right now. Wemby or Duren? Wemby. It's not close. How I see it is Wemby is a top 8 player when healthy. Anthony Edwards is a top 5 player when healthy. So, let's go Knicks, sir. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. 1 seed next year. Making a push for the finals. I'm calling it right now. It's a push for the finals. We beat the Cavs in 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Beat the Cavs in 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Go to the finals. Probably get whooped by the Thunder. It's our year. I mean, if any year was to be our year, it's probably this year. Yeah. Ant-Man will be better than Wemby any day. No. Not in the future. I mean, yeah, right now, any day, Ant's better than Wemby. But in the future, Wemby will definitely surpass Anthony Edwards if he stays on the trajectory that he's on. What's up, Gigs? Nuggets, Knicks, trust? Yeah, I mean, if I could see any team beating the Thunder, it's probably the Nuggets over the Rockets. Because the Nuggets took that team to 7 this year, and they got a lot better this offseason, while the Thunder kind of stayed the same. So if any team was to beat the Thunder, it would be the Nuggets. One last run from the Warriors. I think they'll probably be 6, 7 seed, maybe 8. I could see them being in that play-in tournament. I don't know about a run, though. Not in the West. It's too tough. It's way too tough. SGA or Jokic? At this point in time, Jokic. Next season, next season's kind of a swing season because we don't know if Jokic can just average another 35-point triple-double, and we don't know if SGA is going to get even better than what he was. But right now, it's Jokic. Kyron Williams got re-signed. I don't see them really winning, though, and now we have this JK situation. Everybody wants him but don't want to pay him. Yeah, they're going to go into the roster with Jonathan Kuminga on the roster. They're going to go into the season with Jonathan Kuminga on the roster, most likely. That's what all signs are pointing to right now. Cam Johnson is a huge upgrade from MPJ. He's much more efficient and a better passer. He fits the roster well, too, along with the other bench upgrades. The Nuggets are going to be good. Yeah, it's definitely a better fit than Michael Porter Jr. I think he's a better playmaker than Michael Porter Jr. He's more willing to make the pass than Michael Porter Jr., obviously. I think he might be a better just catch-and-shoot shooter than Michael Porter Jr. Not a better shooter overall, because I know Michael Porter Jr. can hit those ridiculous fading-away shots. But Cam Johnson off the catch might be a better three-point shooter than Michael Porter Jr. Plus that, I think Cam Johnson, despite Michael Porter Jr. being bigger, having more size, I think that Cam Johnson is a better defender. I think it's a better fit for sure, especially next to Jokic. Like, I can see that working out really well for them. And then you add guys like Tim Hardaway Jr. to the mix. You add Jonas Valanciunas behind Nikola Jokic, and you got a squad over there in Denver. If Valanciunas wants to play basketball. Who win in a fist fight, Rodman or Artest? Probably Artest. I'm thinking Thunder and Knicks in the finals. Yeah, I could see it. Real question, 1v1 TJ McConnell versus age 40 Chris Paul. Who wins? Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul. I feel like it's harder to have that grit and hustle in a one-on-one game. So I think Chris Paul's got that. I don't know. Robin's bigger, but Artest scares me. I don't know, man. Artest was buff in his day. Who's winning, LeBron or MJ? Like, one-on-one? I don't know, man. I don't know who's winning one-on-one. If not, Thunder, Wolves, or Nuggets if Edwards gets no help. Oh, if not, Thunder, Wolves, or Nuggets if Edwards gets help. Well, I'd put the Rockets in there before I put the Timberwolves in there. That's just me, honestly speaking. I put the Rockets in there before I put the Wolves in there. Just the two of us. How do you feel about these old jerseys, bringing them back? I like it. Do you think Ant-Man will be a Hall of Famer? I could see it. If he stays on the trajectory that he's on, yeah. I'm sorry, but you're joking, right? Why? Because I said the Rockets over the Timberwolves? No, I'm not joking. I think a combination of Kevin Durant coming in there, being an efficient, at least 25-point per game scorer, maybe even if he scores 23 a game, that's still a massive upgrade from Jalen Green. Fred VanVleet's going to be more efficient. Amen Thompson's going to take a jump. Alperen Sengun could very well take a jump. Reed Shepherd could very well come in there and give them rotational minutes. It's just a matter of a team getting a lot better versus the Timberwolves, who stayed the same. Rockets is most definitely going to be better than the T-Wolves. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to dog the Timberwolves. I just think that the Rockets are a better team. I'm not going to say they're definitely going to be better, because I still respect the Timberwolves, and they are a good team, but I just think the Rockets are better. KD ain't going to carry nothing. Jalen Green got traded. Yeah, Jalen Green got traded. Thank God for them. KD ain't going to carry nothing. You're underrating Kevin Durant and what he is. Like, I understand he's old. I understand that. But you got to look at it for what it is right now. The man averaged 27, 6, and 4 last year on 53% from the field, 43% from 3. That doesn't just happen. This young core is getting more experience, and then added a top 10 to 15 player to their team. Kevin Durant, in my opinion, is he a top 10 player for me? Yes. Kevin Durant is a top 10 player for me. Top 10, at least top 11. I think Gershon and Clarkson are huge upgrades for the Knicks. What we needed the most was a good power forward and a real shooting guard off the bench. The defense and scoring episode they added was much needed. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you had Clarkson. I was talking with my friend the other day. He was like, Clarkson's just a better version of Cameron Payne. I highly disagree with that. Clarkson, he's a much better version of Cameron Payne, and minus the stupid ill-advised turnovers. He'll take some stupid shots here and there, but Jordan Clarkson's more efficient, better defender, better playmaker. He's basically better at everything than Cameron Payne. Like, it's not just Cameron Payne and reincarnated. You added what you needed off the bench. You needed scoring off the bench and scoring at a high clip. It's not like you need Jordan Clarkson to come in here and be the Utah Jazz Jordan Clarkson, where he's expected to come in and average at least 15 points a game. You just need Jordan Clarkson to come in 15 to 18 minutes a night, just when Jalen Brunson's off the floor, and give you buckets, give you shot creation off the bench. That's all you need from him. And in turn, I think that'll make him more efficient. He was being asked to do way too much in Utah. In New York, they're not going to ask much of him. I think that's a great signing, especially on the minimum. He was like, you're going to hate Jordan Clarkson. I was like, how can I hate a guy that we got in the minimum? How can I possibly hate that? There's no risk to getting a guy in the minimum. It's just another roster spot filled up. And if you're going to fill that with a 16-point per game scorer who shoots 36% from three, that's a steal on the minimum, in my opinion. Yabusele, obviously. Yeah, you needed depth in your front court. You got that. You got a guy that can space the floor, a guy who can defend, a guy who's versatile defensively. He can move his feet. He's strong. Yeah, he's got the good defensive instincts. I'm excited to see what it looks like. And you only got $5 million a year. I love the contract. Jordan Clarkson is a much different player. He's not really in the same category as Campaign as well. He's not a true shooter, whereas Campaign is a pass-first player. He's a true, pure shooter. Yeah, Cameron Payne pass-first. I don't know if Cameron Payne's a pass-first player. I don't know about that. Favorite NBA player at this point, Jalen Brunson. Favorite player of all time, it's either Russell Westbrook or Dwayne Wade. I love those guys. W. Thoughts on the Jonathan Kuminga and Warriors drama? I don't know. Jonathan Kuminga, he puts up numbers, but his scoring is circumstantial. Like, I don't think that Jonathan Kuminga is good enough to be a top 2 option on a good team. Or even a top 3 option. Like, Jonathan Kuminga's good in transition. He can hit shots in the mid-range sometimes. Three-point shot is not there. It's weird. It's a weird player. It's an interesting one to deal with because it doesn't. What he does, it's not needed on many teams. It's just not, and that's the truth. I mean, 30% from 3. It's not good. Who's your pick for champs next year? I think it's gonna be OKC. I think they go back to back. Haliburton is a better point guard than Jalen Brunson. Not better scorer, but a much better table setter. Yeah, but the definition of a point guard is it's so subjective at this point. Like, so many guys are considered point guards that, like, how are we going to consider Jalen Brunson not a point guard? Like, I'm sorry. How are we going to consider that Haliburton's a better point guard than Jalen Brunson when Jalen Brunson's a better player and he plays the point guard position? Let's not act like Jalen Brunson can't pass the ball. Jalen Brunson averaged 7.5 assists last year. Like, he actually took a lot of strides in his playmaking ability last year. Will the Spurs get a championship? I'm sure they will at some point in the future. And they're building something good over there. He should have stayed on Thunder, and Westbrook should have stayed as well, and it would have been a dynasty. I don't know. I don't know if they would have been a dynasty. I don't think they would have been a dynasty. He's not better. Hallie's also clutch. Well, Brunson won Clutch Player of the Year, and Brunson was undoubtedly more clutch than Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton is very clutch, and he did it when it mattered most. But Jalen Brunson's been clutch for forever. Like, and Jalen Brunson is definitely a better player than Tyrese Haliburton. He can be a good player. It's just the Warriors don't let him develop and see what it's like being a starter. I'm sure he could be a good player, but he's not what the Warriors need right now. I mean, do I like that Steve Kerr comes out and basically dogs Jonathan Kuminga in the media in front of everybody? No. But he's not. There's no denying that Jonathan Kuminga is not what the Warriors need right now. Brunson's better than Tyrese? Yeah, I agree with you. I 100% agree. If you think that Tyrese Haliburton is a better player than Jalen Brunson, you're just... Come on. Point guards are so limited today, and I don't mean someone that scores 30 a game. A PG from 90s will pass, rebound, and score, but not too much. The last hopes for a true point guard is 100% Jaeger Zemin. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I don't know if he's the last hope for a true point guard. Like, Tyrese Haliburton is definitely a true point guard. Like, how can you say Tyrese Haliburton is not a true point guard? Jalen Brunson clutch in the regular season, doesn't top Haliburton playoff clutch, not to mention he had the most clutch playoff run literally ever. I mean, yeah, he had a very clutch playoff run. Jalen Brunson's been clutch for 3 years in the regular season. And let's not forget, Jalen Brunson is definitely clutch in the playoffs. If you watch basketball, if you watch the Detroit series, if you watched, what was it, game 1 or game 2 of the Boston series, that man is definitely clutch. I think it was game 2. The man had 3 straight threes. 3 straight threes when they were down 10 and they needed it. Look at the Detroit series. When Jalen Brunson went out hurt, came back in the third quarter, scored 18 points in the third quarter, something like that. Sealed the game. It was a comeback, another comeback. They were down by 10. Jalen Brunson comes in, hurt, wobbled, after missing a good chunk of the regular season, coming back for the playoffs, re-injuring what he had already injured, comes back, and he gives the Pistons buckets, and he steals the game for them. Look at Game 6, the game sealer, the series sealer. Jalen Brunson breaks Asar Thompson's ankles, pulls up for 3, drains it in Detroit. Down 2. He's clutch, not saying he isn't. I just think most teams or NBA players would much rather have Haliburton than Brunson because he's not only clutch, but he makes everyone around him much better. Jalen Brunson, first of all, Jalen Brunson does make the people around him better. This is ideology that Jalen Brunson it only scores the ball, never passes the ball, is so flawed. If you watch basketball, you know Jalen Brunson can pass the ball. Yeah, not like Hallie does, but Hallie can't score the ball like Jalen Brunson does. Not at all. Not remotely like Jalen Brunson does. Do you think Giannis will leave the Bucks before retirement? I think so. Is this mic on? Oh, my mic wasn't even on. Mikal Bridges is underrated as well. His defense is needed for New York. Thank God Leon Rose extended his contract. Yeah, for sure. Like, they're not in the Eastern Conference Finals without Mikal Bridges last year. They're not. Without those 2 stops in Game 1 and Game 2, they're not in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's a fact. I think Brunson's a much better inside scorer and slasher, but Hallie shoots a 3 better and he can dunk. Hallie shoots the 3 better. 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 He shoots 0.05% better from the 3 than Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson also takes tougher threes. I think Jalen Brunson's a better shooter than Tyrese Haliburton. And who cares that Tyrese Haliburton can dunk? Jalen Brunson does everything better offensively except for playmaking. Jalen Brunson's a better finisher. He's a better mid-range shooter. In my opinion, he's a better three-point shooter. And the gap between Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Haliburton in scoring is much, much bigger than the gap between Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Haliburton, between Tyrese Haliburton and Jalen Brunson in playmaking. Haliburton is average in the regular season. Whenever he makes these game winners, people act like he's a top 5 right now, even though he is not, and Jalen Brunson could be a top 5 player. Jalen Brunson can't be a top 5 player, but Haliburton's not a top 5 player either. Jalen Brunson's a better player than Tyrese Haliburton, but neither of them are top 5 players. What does Duncan have to do with this? I don't know. Jalen Brunson had a down year this year for shooting the ball, too. He was not good from 3 this year. The thing is with Jalen Brunson is he's a volume shooter. He shoots much more, so his efficiency can be lower, but not by too much. Yeah. Curry doesn't dunk, but he's so much better than most Hall of Famers don't. Which, mind you, can dunk. Not saying Curry doesn't dunk, but you know what I mean. I don't think Ashley meant that as his main point, that he can dunk. I think that was more of just to throw it in there that he can dunk. By the way, Jalen Brunson can dunk. He can dunk. Not to the extent that Tyrese Haliburton can dunk the ball, but Jalen Brunson can dunk the ball. Come on. He can definitely dunk the ball. You're tripping if you think he's a better three-point shooter. You obviously don't watch Halley in college or any other season outside of this year. His three-point shooting was awful the first half of the season. Guys, what do you mean? You didn't watch Halley in college or any other season outside of this year? Why would we be talking about college or any other season besides this year? You want to talk about any other season other than this year? Okay, let's talk about seasons other than this year. Tyrese Haliburton shot 38.8% from three this year. Okay, that's solid. 2024, he shot 36%. 2023, he shot 40%, flat. Jalen Brunson shot 38.3% this year. 0.05% worse than Tyrese Haliburton, right? Whatever. 2024, 40.1%, which is a whole 5% better than Tyrese Haliburton last year. 2023, 42%. Better than Tyrese Haliburton by 2%. If you want to talk about years other than this year, we can do that for sure. But we're not going to talk about college because that's ridiculous. But you want to talk about college? Watch Jalen Brunson in college. That man won as the best player on his team 2 times. Was Tyrese Haliburton doing that in college? Like, do you want to pull up the college stats? Because we can do that too. I promise you we can do that too. Jalen Brunson, 40%, 38%, 38% in college. Let's see what Tyrese Haliburton's was. 42, 43. Okay. I'll give him that. I mean, the 43 should barely even count because he wasn't even playing real minutes. He averaged 6 points a game that year. The second year, yeah, that counts, I guess. 15, 6 and 6, 42% from three. Or 41%, 42. We'll round up. I only brought up college because Haliburton was the best three-point percentage out of everyone in his draft. Okay, that was 6 years ago. What's up, Ethan? Jalen Brunson is definitely a better player than Tyrese Haliburton. I'm not saying he blows him out of the water, but in my opinion, he's definitely a better player. Like, Tyrese Haliburton may be 1 or 2 ranks behind him in a ranking player for player. And that's just what I think. I don't think you're crazy for thinking Tyrese Haliburton's better. I don't think it's crazy to say that. I think it's wrong. Fire Nico Harrison. Dallas has fumbled the championship bag. Hindsight, should have traded Flag for Giannis. Got LBJ and held up the trophy. Instead, Flag plus D'Lo equals first round fumble. No. If Nico Harrison traded that pick, he would have gotten fired. He would have gotten fired. Like, somebody would have made a threat on his life. Like, that's how bad it would have been. And he shouldn't have done that. He should have just kept the pick, drafted Cooper Flag. Let's do the simple things. I think Pascal Siakam goes better for the Knicks than Halley. What do you mean? On the non-buy side, the Pacers definitely did better than the Knicks in the second half of the season. Yeah, the Pacers were one of the best teams in the NBA the second half of the season. It was them and the Thunder. Favorite NBA quote? I don't know. What's up, On Court Net? Radine, right? Radine. What's going on, Radine? What do you think of Siakam winning Finals MVP over Halley? He deserved it. I mean, I'm sure you mean Eastern Conference Finals MVP. But that was deserved. Let's see. Let's see. Where's his game logs? Because I know he was giving the Knicks buckets. You can't just ask for mod? Yeah, I'll give mod out. I'll give mod out to guys if I see them in here consistently. I'd say they're very close, but Halley's a better playmaker and Brunson's a better scorer first point guard, but you can at least admit Halley clears Brunson when it comes to the next Olympics. Players will want a table setter. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about who's the better player? Or are we talking about circumstantially who's the better player? both top 25 players. In my opinion, they're both top 15 players. And I wouldn't be mad at someone going higher than that, too. So they're very close, but Hallie's better playmaker. But my point is, the gap between Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Haliburton and their ability to score the ball is much bigger than the gap between Tyrese Haliburton and Jalen Brunson and the ability to play make. Hallie's flashier. Yeah, Hallie's flashier. Jalen Brunson can still play make. Hallie didn't even play a game in the Olympics. Yeah, but he's talking about in the future. Like in the future when Curry, LeBron, Durant won't be there. Like they will need a guy like Haliburton. I don't mind that take. How do you feel about the Spurs getting De'Aaron Fox? It's a good pickup for them as a player, but I don't know about giving him nearly $60 million a year. He shouldn't have even been on the USA team. He deserved to be on the USA team. He did. Everyone on that USA team deserved to be there. No one fears Hallie. Everyone fears Brunson. People definitely fear Hallie. People definitely fear both those guys. I'm a Knicks fan. I feared Tyrese Haliburton every single game that we played Tyrese Haliburton. And I know countless people, definitely guys in the Knicks front office on the Knicks team that feared Tyrese Haliburton because that man is just really good at basketball. What do you predict will be the Knicks power ranking? Probably top 3. Top 3 to top 5, around that range. I can't see their power ranking being lower than that. Especially because like he's favored. The Knicks are favored to win the East in a lot of betting books right now. That makes me think their power ranking will be pretty high. People are more scared of Hallie after what he did this playoffs versus a few years ago. Definitely, yeah, for sure. The man looked like he had like an unbeatable aura to him. Sorry, voice crack. He had like an unbeatable aura to him. Him and his whole team, him and that Pacers team had an unbeatable aura throughout these playoffs. They were just hot. Teams get hot, players get hot, and the Pacers had it this playoffs. Like if Tyrese Haliburton doesn't get hurt in Game 7, we could be talking about something totally different right now. And it sucks that it's like that. Because that game was a tie before he got hurt. Who do Knicks fans hate more, Reggie Miller or Chicago-style pizza? Probably Reggie Miller. What I didn't enjoy was his dad. I could care less about that stuff. Giannis is this year's MVP? I could see that. In a crazy, crazy world. Need a haircut. Let's see. New report. The New York Knicks have been closely monitoring Giannis Antetokounmpo's situation with the Bucks. Per James Edwards. It's my understanding that Leon Rose and company have been monitoring Giannis' situation in Milwaukee very closely, even before the offseason started. Many around the league believe the Knicks are interested in star hunting, and while that opportunity hasn't popped up yet, I certainly believe it's in the cards if the right situation presents itself. Interesting. What's up, McLaughlin Prods? I think Luka wins MVP this year if he's in phenomenal shape. I don't know. Because I have doubts about how good that Lakers team can be. I had a thought about Trae Young being a dark horse MVP, but then my friend brought up a good point to me. He said to me, when was the last time a guy like Trae Young won MVP? A guy an offensive orientated guard who can't play defense, really. Even though he has been making strides in his defense, he can't really play defense. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Are the Knicks making it to the finals with all their new roster additions? I could see them going to the finals, yes. You know, I could see Giannis being MVP only because for some reason during the season he had a lot more assists from what he's known for. Now, Giannis has always been a good playmaker. But I could see him win an MVP. I could see him win an MVP if they have a good regular season. I don't see that team going far in the playoffs, though. Denny Avdia, most improved player. I could see that. Trae Young ain't winning no MVP. He won't even make an All-NBA team. I think he'll make an All-NBA team. I think he'll be All-NBA third team. At least. I mean, yeah, but you got to understand the concept of a dark horse MVP. It's supposed to be someone nobody expects. That's what a dark horse is. I'm not saying he's not a good playmaker. I'm saying he's putting up some crazy numbers I haven't seen before. What do you average? Like 6.5 assists this year? That's like pretty usual for Giannis, I feel. Yeah, he averaged 6.5 this year, 6.5 the year before that, 6 the year before that, 6 before that, 6 before that. He's always been hovering around 6. If the Bucks are the 5th seed or higher, Giannis is getting it. Maybe. Well, not the average. I mean specific games. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I haven't seen that. I'm sure you're right though. Jeez, Giannis' numbers are crazy. Brunson and Hallie are better than Trae Young, and it's not close. Hallie's defense isn't good, but Trae's is straight trash. Trae's is straight trash. And they are both better than Trae Young, but I'm saying in the scenario that Trae Young goes out there and averages numbers like he did in year 2 and year 3, where he's averaging 30 points and 9 assists, and that team is a 2 seed, that team's a 3 seed, that man's going to be in the MVP running. He picks up his shooting. Yeah, he's in that. I think all are forgetting that the Bucks got Miles Turner and Cole Anthony. Both are underrated. Miles Turner is all right. I mean, I could see a world where Miles Turner goes out there and averages 20, 22 points a game. Like, if the Bucks want to be good, that's what Miles Turner needs to do for them. Cole Anthony's got fight. Yeah, I agree with Ashley. Miles Turner's not very good. And he really disappeared. He really disappeared in the finals. But he can score the ball. He can put the ball in the hoop. Would you say if Zion wasn't injured, he would be a top 25 player? Sure. All-time favorite Knicks moment from the last 20 years? Probably recency bias, but Dante DiVincenzo's game winner in game 2 of the Philly series in round 1 last year. That's probably my favorite. Miles averaged no more than 15 in the game. It's 15. What? Will average no more than 15 a game. 15 a game, probably under 6.5 rebounds. I don't know, because you basically have no secondary scorer over there in Milwaukee other than Kyle Kuzma. So I anticipate Miles Turner averaging more than 15, 16 points a game this year. I anticipate him averaging at least 18 if he can get up to that. That's what I'm expecting from him. Pretty sure Zion is like minimum 20 to 25 right now. 25. He gets bullied. I mean, yeah, the defense is amazing. The offense, he is there. He can stretch the floor, and that's really what you need. Like, Miles Turner next to Giannis, that sounds fun offensively. If you were to describe the current Knicks team in one word, what would it be? Building. That's what the word would be. All he can do is shoot open threes and dunk on point guards. I mean, yeah, he could shoot open threes. That's pretty good next to Giannis. If you can get a guy that can shoot open threes next to Giannis, like, he'll put up numbers. I promise. Miles Turner will put up numbers. I mean, what did he do this year? 16-6. He averaged 15.5, 7 rebounds, 40% from 3. That's not bad. If he can do that I expect him to shoot a lot more threes in Milwaukee. And if he can keep that percentage while shooting at least 7 threes a game, he'll put up numbers. I want Piquero to go off next year. Yeah, I do too. He used to be able to block like crazy, but his defense has gone down from the past 2 years, and he'll always get beat up by other bigs. Yeah, man, his defense used to be really good. Man averaged 3.4 blocks one year. What? And he even averaged 2 last year. Whoa. 3.5 blocks is crazy. Led the league in blocks. Man, I did not know Miles Turner had it like that. and he was 5th in DPOY one year. Yo. I think a trade like Austin Reeves for Kyle Kuzma, Tyler Smith, and a first round pick lottery protected would be good for Milwaukee. I mean, yeah, but LA would never do that. LA does not want Kyle Kuzma. No team wants Kyle Kuzma. I think it's an effort thing, to be honest. I could see it coming back in Milwaukee. I mean, if that comes back in Milwaukee and he's shooting 7 threes a game, that's pretty good. He's a good blocker, but he can't block guys his size. If I remember correctly, I think he blocked Cat a couple times in the Knicks series. Poor him, he has to move his Legos to Milwaukee. I respect him for playing with Legos. I respect that. And being open about it. It's cute. The dreams bring back all the memories. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna hop off, record some videos. You will see some videos up within the next couple hours. Finals matchup prediction: Thunder, Knicks. That's my prediction. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off, record a couple of videos, go on a run, come back, record more videos, go to bed, eat dinner. Appreciate everybody for joining. Subscribe if you're new. Be sure to like the stream before I hop off. Subscribe so you're in the next stream. Subscribe because I'm back. I'm back, and I'll be consistent. So I appreciate everybody for joining, and peace out. Thank you.